Melusines are beautiful creatures. And cause them no harm.
Do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smoothly. Oh, hey look! They made it back as well! Flintz! Llama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Nefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flintz.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite...
We meet again.
Albedo! What are you doing here?
Thankfully.
These two courageously lent me a hand, and given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross...
So? Who's your travel...
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather stern countenance. I presumed you were acquainted with him. Is that not the case?
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're Mini Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow! You look so different! In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon, as a sign of my great respect for you.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that's not a sign of endearment, what is?
You're absolutely right, Miss Llama. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave with you? How come she isn't back yet?
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea or 10 on the way back.
Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
I understand.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good...
Are you saying we're about to...
As a matter of fact...
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Dainsleif, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of friends.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt, then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with your name on it. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it. You're ahead of the...
I wonder what's taking...
Perhaps you should go and check in with her.
I just got back.
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share under such...
Oh, but it's fine.
What can I say?
Impressive. She...
As I'm sure...
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like...
Anyway, looks like we've got some time. Feel free to chat. Truth be told,
You're not alone there. Itlua is a good...
come on. Let's just keep this between...
That goes without saying.
Anyone else in the know?
It's dangerous.
Then, in the name of... Of course.
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
Yeah! For starters, why'd you just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there. Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dainsleif to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good anyway. Since we're all...
Indeed. Thank you.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint, then?
I dabble.
He's an
I'm flat.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway,
Oh, whatever style.
Very well.
You can replicate it.
I can try.
Thank you. In that case.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once...
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flint's? Anyway, before we... first up, we have Miss Lauma. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background. Assisted over here, we have Mr. Flint's, a Ratnik and guardian of the... For those of you who've never... Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel...
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like...
You think I haven't...
That would be me, Miss Nefer.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't...
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Raker of Solnari's real name is Rerir. He was once an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends? What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the Five Sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the Five Sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before, but the truth was exactly as people say. The Five Sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Sertologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Raker of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions, so what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a knight to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks! Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet?
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Reihir of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
Defeating the Reihir of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible, given Albedo's expertise in alchemy? I think we should...
Understood.
As for the other two...
So you're placing... You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like...
Ladies.
I have faith.
Oh?
This isn't about them.
Look at them get...
And I'm the one.
Is that right?
Anyway, Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk.
This whole experience is teaching... Why?
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay.
That's very Now, I trust you, Cher. We spoke at some length.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's...
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited. That's one way to put it. Another is this. Alright, so here's how it is. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I think of this as once the ceremony. Lastly,
Well, good.
there's a little more in the event that's
I second that.
So...
good.
So, did Mr. Dainsleif tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier.
But surely...
If you think that. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first...
Well...
You're...
All right.
All set over here, too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Let's close your... Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standards, according to Dainsleif. Is this where you keep your secret? He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Today's files are in. Neutralize. This one should be... Female, 23. Occupation, neutralize. Another one for sounds like she was that neutralize. Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, neutralize. Filed. I have no recollection. Neutralized. Filed. Neutralized.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No!
No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly... Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedifalnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject, and the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess I'd better tread carefully.
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last. Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rehir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time, too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold, no matter who I have to face.
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be! So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins? Felindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You call that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking? Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. The prey won't sense a thing.
I doubt that. I'll bet no one's ever died a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
That doesn't make it open and above board, though. The king happens to need you right now. What if somebody doesn't?
That won't happen.
He's changed. Ever since he fell under the spell of that power. In the beginning, he only had you take out a handful of the guilty. But now...
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
You know why Serpent didn't accept your proposal, don't you? Was it because he didn't trust you? Or something else?
Enough!
Delindis, do you still remember Orlog?
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are he's already dead.
He...
I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Delindis. They're looking for us. You take care too. If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger. But I... If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want... to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? So these files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Wait. That's... Thelindis? No. No! No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be! A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. But in the end, Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But But what about you?
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again. To...
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go, now. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifalnir. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thelindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifalnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never answering when I need him most.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King's research. The King's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Khaenri'ah hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedifalnir, Dainslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow, time for something. We've been inside. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines. And now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever...
Rerir, are you there? Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dain? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come. but the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big trouble.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sertology only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
Lunatic. Roptatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you, so at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veit doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Efterveit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertology. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedalfenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedalfenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Horoptatir more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedifalnir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedifalnir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
Hmm? You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedifalnir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedifalnir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim. This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Revir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource, we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these. This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Thelindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Tholindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedafilnir.
Ah, it's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Khaenri'ah will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedafilnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Khaenri'ah history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedafilnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Felindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more power, so I can protect the things I love. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. in your head. So, you hear it too. The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifilnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifilnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose. Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
Burn it down!
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever going to activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it. What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss. And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
Silence!
Light it up!
Solidify!
The tides beckon.
Bow your head.
Come on! We can do it!
Gather! Order guide you! Silence!
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. Seek within.
Bow your head.
Silence!
Burn it down!
Solidify!
Let the show begin.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
Be sanctified. Settle down.
Monsters at the Oh no, it's no use. Of course, I'm done for. Ah!
What's that?
Reverie. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Reverie. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Reverie, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Reverie. Reverie.
Celindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Reverie? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Phew. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling okay?
She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy, as he said himself.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rarir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nod-Krai in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss. Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work. Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning
that...
Boss, it's fun.
Oh, listen to you.
What? Really?
Yes, really.
Well, anyway, I suggest everyone even though you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just
don't I?
If we can find...
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rule. You have my... This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this.
Oh.
There you are. Sinue's been looking.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some...
What do you mean, Lucy?
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next...
A new song, huh?
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting...
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one, and as the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed... You know how... But things are looking up.
So you're the academia...
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been
So, do you get it?
Of course.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that Special Ambassador Act? Yeah, nice try! We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehoda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second. I'm writing. Praise the God. You told me to. I urgently. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. What a ridiculous...
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have...
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain...
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you. She showed up here a few days ago.
So, where are...
Nowhere special. Just the one. Correct.
So, no brothers, no sister?
Any who have slept on a...
Oh, get over here. Never.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already.
Yes, Professor.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I think what you're...
You see? Sharp as...
Because of where...
I'm sorry, Nefer. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if...
Ah, your family wrote to you.
Not exactly.
The House of Dane. Whatever you're looking for.
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hey, you're a great teacher. And it's not just...
Oh, my...
I haven't. This must be it. Let's take a... A dilapidation. This one. Who was... This one. In clinical 4. This seems like... Wait. The note says... This next one. A few were in however, as well, education as great. I do hope... And the so this... Whatever. I'm not I can't I don't believe... Wait.
Greetings, I don't... In my the Shimti... This brings me to my... There was the Eob. I found a well... When we met, that aside, we have...
From the outset, the academy, and you were you lied, and who fell for it? I think I'll take a... I just came to say good...
Never?
I'm quitting.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity.
It was. Oh, and what's wrong?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from you?
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. It's not worth much.
But never...
All right.
Don't forget me, okay?
Yeah, I lied again. And as I'll be lucky... It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador,
Please, sir. The ever-shift...
Huh. So...
This well...
You're not wrong.
Of course. Records uncovered. I checked the...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say...
Don't get... We know...
So what if it was?
Don't worry. I hope...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia...
You see how I... And what does a...
All right, in that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed.
Gladly. So let's in...
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've...
What? Well, don't just...
Yes, Chief.
I have
Well, what is it?
The Unuts were...
I
am obliged...
No! That well...
Glad to hear...
If there is a...
Wow. All it took was a few...
So, in summary...
The EAB, so let me...
Kill them all.
Precisely. At the same time...
We have our own...
Right. Natural. Weren't they Let me be clear.
Say no.
Good. You see... Look at yourselves. The monsters who destroyed my home. They're just ordinary... Maybe I've even done the desert of... Oh, Sinuhe. My gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, but you...
Nefer. It's okay.
I believe I...
Yeah, but...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
All right. So, anyway, that feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, how much?
Yes,
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or...
You mentioned
my big...
Ah.
I didn't know you were
I'm no expert in the history of...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean.
That's Pop?
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
What about...
Well, he's not a... Please, this is the bare-bone base. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take.
I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have the... I want to do...
A statue with the head of...
That's Thoth, the Ibis King. One of the 7 pillars... Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
It's okay. I'm just glad no— Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you—
Of course. When I asked, I had a duty.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't be possible.
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-exist. The final blow to the having gotten my— As I stood there, this chess set is my gift from the eye. With this chess, every god—
It is the same.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I gather the others. It's time to— Thank you all for being— As promised, the Raker of—
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. No matter how much Rerir he becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat suffer.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever—
Never.
Miss Lauma?
In the lore of the Frost Moon, the term Moongate is one I have heard before. But
then back to Miss Columbina.
Not at this stage.
But there's—
Yes. And right now—
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world. I highly suspect with the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet—
So your theory is that Rerir was physical—
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so—
Without the power of the Abyss on him.
I could not agree more.
It is a compelling— This raises some interesting questions. That being said—
My pleasure.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just— when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
the two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's—
That's very—
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to— Hey.
Why not? It's just a—
If it's all the same, I'll just— Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. Firstly, it's only a matter of time before... Well, felt like some kind of...
2 days?
That remains to be... You have some history with him, right? Great. I appreciate... All right, on to item... We figured we'd bounce the idea off you...
Oh, Paimon's...
All right. We felt a little...
roping us in?
I choose my...
Sir Varka,
I'm all ear.
I think we can...
I see your point, yeah. To be clear,
I want to do everything within my...
Well, that... As in... Of course,
Thank you.
I should be the one... Great question. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, turns out...
As someone who's...
Understood.
Well, everyone,
Plan approved. Okay.
The frost moons...
and the rest of you? No objections?
Wait.
Everyone says things they...
A very...
This plan...
We shall indeed. Also,
It's not often I get called Dory, so... In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune.
the walls are thin here.
Okay, fine. Oh, it most certainly does not. We said Mom supplied...
Okay.
It's a lucky charm that a great mate... I finally...
You're right.
You will?
It's a very...
Hey, don't be so pessimistic.
How are things going? Feeling...
Oh, I was... Don't forget. What ta-da! See? It's right here.
Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it? Aha!
No, what? That's not the full story. It actually started a while back at Mage Alice. I passed this on to the Dendro Arc. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who took him long enough. Marak delivered... So nosy.
Surely, Nate.
Could be. Fair. Or maybe either way. Huh?
Paimon's just... super...
Well, there are always gonna be... Alice has been a... And more than that. No one... Oh, that? Don't be thinking it was something... My priority is...
All right.
I do say so, and that's... Oh, and could you...
Traveler, Paimon.
Everything going smooth?
Per the plan.
What?
That depends on your... Harmless. The wild hunt is an Master griped. I don't think it's a strange... Perhaps the only... Oh, sorry. Back to our research findings. You could think of this... Unfortunately...
Oh, that's terrible!
Miss Columbine is... It's as if her creator... Given the circumstance, time to kick off the back...
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked...
Ah, how wonderful. Well, I'm sorry I won't be there to protect... All right, then.
Miss Lauma, Is everyone here?
Yes.
My lady.
Within the next 24 hours, this is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to, for me, this gentleman is—
Hey everyone, guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are, honest.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbine.
That's right.
Yes.
I have a, but it's what everyone calls me. And I go along. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different.
You're more perceptive. Do you ever find—
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall—
Is that because—
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without you—
You're welcome.
Friend, he betrayed me.
Okay. You see? You're torn. Now you know it.
I need some time.
Of course, actually.
You mean the heart?
Yes. I always thought, and even now—
Clearly,
I feel a little— I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Have you noticed that the travel—
Huh.
Sure. Hello. Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish—
You will?
They needn't be.
That doesn't matter to them. You can't control— It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's!
Not too long.
Are you nervous about—
Quite the opposite. When I was awakened by the but after waging war against the Wild Hunt for my restless
Oh, that doesn't sound like such—
Well, in the past when I was a Fae, but it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join—
Looks like I'm—
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay?
I struggled to settle down at— Please.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a mess. Meanwhile, I—
Excellent.
The chess—
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
Praise
You poor lost lamb.
Hunt them down!
A grave transgression.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
The moonlight. Praise you.
For the everlasting forest, leave this place.
Let me help you guys. Eat this!
Futile, hunt him down!
It all adds up. Seek within. No more lies.
Be silent. Observe. Close your eyes.
With one heart, we pray.
Move!
Water jet! Wipe out!
The moonlight betrays you. Hunt them down!
It all adds up.
Observe.
Pathetic!
The mystery unravels. No more lies.
For the everlasting forest. Forest, protect us.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Keep your distance. Do you fear the dark?
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Move! Do you see now? Fairphone here. When will it be as you foretold?
No more lies.
Your foul spirit is not welcome here.
Bombs away! Water jet!
The deception ends here.
Stay your hand.
The night cometh.
Pathetic!
Are you quite finished?
Go!
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. Shameless.
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent.
Forest, protect us. By the frost moon of old.
Futile!
How the mystery unravels. No more lies. It all adds up.
Wipe out!
Pathetic!
Close your... Are you quite finished? I will return. As an avalanche.
Moonlight! Pathetic! Hunt them
No
down.
more lies. It all adds up.
Move!
You poor lost lamb. The ebb and flow is over.
Futile! The moonlight!
Observe.
Great. Your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? Get out of my sight!
No!
Death is
We've been
within my
separated.
grasp.
You okay?
Nefer, where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before, knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lauma, can you hear me?
Hold on, where?
Silence.
Voices are gone. But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just keep stalling him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Wipe out! Go!
Can't hide the truth. How unfortunate. No. Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Seek within. Shameless.
Run or hide.
Water jet! I've got this. The shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Don't push your luck. It all adds up.
Go!
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. The deception ends here.
Bombs away! Go!
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. How unfortunate. No more lies.
Go!
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Seek within. Can't hide the truth. No more lies. The deception ends here.
Wipe out!
Bow to me!
The sands of time got me.
You Death is within my grasp!
Water jet! Bombs away!
Seek within. Can't hide the truth. Absurd. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
Run, nowhere to hide!
Wipe out!
Destroyed! And reborn!
It all adds up. The deception ends here.
Go!
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Bombs away! Water jet!
Run, nowhere to hide!
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here. No more lies. Seek within. I better wrap this up. Curses. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Nefer! Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then, I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on, keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarer.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid!
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
We won.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
It's not...
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the...
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at...
Even so. In business terms,
I'd be hard...
Still, people suffer. I had hoped...
Thank you.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you... I'll send... My dear friends, we have...
The moon will remember this day. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone, and since Nefer's eyes were in...
Hold on.
I only feel the pain.
But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar
Things are a...
Friend.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you...
I'm doing all...
Phew!
Glad to hear...
Well, it wasn't the same... Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual...
Well...
Oh yeah! And he also if you're feeling up...
we were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory.
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Relieved to hear.
Yep.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes?
Nefer's right over. I'm sure she'd love to.
We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect!
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Relieved to hear.
Yep.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes?
Nefer's right over. I'm sure she'd love to.
Hey there. Looking for a drink or two? Or perhaps a room for the night?
Nefer!
Traveler, Paimon. Turns out that...
Yeah, but...
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda?
Oh, sure. Did you hear that?
You bet.
Sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. No. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has... Perhaps. What else is left when everything... If you're worried about... It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call... Look at the Ibis King. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he... Why else would he give me the power... Well, King Deshret, his response... Did he really think I'd fall? So that's an... He's a prisoner. He lives in... It's preposterous. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you ask me, for example... So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now. When you find yourself in a situation you can't if you understand what's at stake. Very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered after all that...
Huh? Am I...
So,
Don't know, don't... Although...
if he's disappeared, he won't lie.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous...
Why come and ask? That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your...
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable...
Huh?
Let's see. It's nothing.
How?
You're a cure, but I'm afraid no matter how hard you try... You did it for...
It was empty land. Disasters are capricious things. They strike. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere. It was something I looked at tech people.
It's a pity.
So?
But surely you...
You don't get... Just thinking of...
Thank you.
For...
And the pen.
Oh, that. That...
Seems like we...
Yeah. So long that...
That would be your
Yeah. It's not... My sister can't help me now.
Not everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that...
Oh, absolutely. You've got a lot of...
I appreciate the...
How have you been holding...
You don't need to worry about me, Grandma.
What?
You played an... Sometimes.
Let's do a quick dip.
Thank you.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass...
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, Traveler.
Seems like you've...
Can I get you a...
Huh?
Handling a drink?
Paimon, to be totally...
Don't worry. That's...
To put it in the sim... When facing an enemy you have no hope of So? instead of looking for a way to for this to work, for added the alchemical, that power.
What's surprised, given his history with Rarer?
It must have...
Absolute. He was torn. Anyway.
That's the only reason you're here. Yes, I think this... Well, this... Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being... What is... If you're polite... Polonia! Will you still... What? Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone. Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled... We just wanted to... you know... Why? Out of concern for my... Mostly, because you can't help... Oh, don't you... My coasters are still missing it. Whoa! You can ignore... I doodle and other... Trying to predict... Huh. Who else... Wait! I mean... Yep. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. But I honored him. I mean... So... Alain's... Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least... Anyway, while we're on the... Alain Guillotin had two close buddies. Renee and Jacob. They were all quite competitive. So there was some rivalry between them. But beneath the... Unfortunately, childhood would end a mad dream. And if Renee and Alain had been people of... But alas, the first of the... Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then. The next time they met, and although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with... As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream, but I'm told... What do you admire, or do you... Same The only difference is... I don't like fanatics who give up their whole... Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been in... Anyway, he managed, to his credit after that, the only thing supporting his... But although I think that... Yet Alain, once he quit work. He told me that I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep at the very many years. And that one went off. The others? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. They were young children, or maybe, but instead, do you think the desire to save one... He gave no elaboration. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for I'm gonna go tinker... Polonia.